Hello there.
Good morning, Miss Tab. How you doing?
I am all right, honey. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You look amazing. Donna is giving. I love it.
Honey, you see Donna this morning, girl. She up early, honey.
Well, I appreciate you
And
taking the time to talk with me about your new venture. So we'll jump right into the questions for you. You have been such a beacon of light for so many people, but in your own words, why was it important for you to, start with children?
well, a couple of years ago in prayer, I would keep hearing the words "heal the world," and I was like, "Well, that's a big responsibility, honey. I can't do that. How am I going to do that?" And I would constantly ask how, And then one day in prayer, I heard it starts with children. And so I was like, oh, maybe one day I'll be able to do a children's show. And I really started, praying about doing a children's show a few years ago. And then the opportunity came, and I was like, oh, this is going to be it, right? Because my thought was, if we can get children to open their minds, right, and they can learn to see each other despite their differences, love each other, have compassion for each other, also see themselves and love themselves, then later when they become adults, they'll heal each other, right? The world will be a better place. And so it all starts with children. And I thought, well, Tab Time is going to do that, So I'm gonna have fun with children while opening their minds and teaching them how to use their imagination, eating well, but just really having a good time with themselves and others. So yeah, it starts with children.
That's amazing. And you talk about all those different elements in healing as an adult. How do you think your own healing in your personal life has prepared you for this moment, to embark on this new journey with children, our future leaders of today?
Oh my goodness, honey, it has 100%. Okay, my healing has 100% dealings with that because I'm free now, right? When you're free, freedom allows you to breathe. It allows you to move without fear. Freedom allows you to think and dream. And so being able to be free, I can share that with children. Honey, if we're not free, right, then what we're sharing isn't our truth. But honey, I'm free, so I'm sharing truth. I'm sharing my life lessons. I'm sharing the things that I know that didn't work, right, for me. So I'm sharing all the opposite things. I'm like, well, I know that didn't work. That was coming from a place where I won't free. But now that I'm free and I'm healed, I can move about and I can share with light and love and kindness, right, and openness. So it has everything to do with it. Healing is the thing that helps us move forward in life. And so it's also a continuous journey.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
You talk about those life lessons. In the show, you're teaching these children all these different things. Is there a lesson that sticks out to you, or a show that you think the children are going to be most receptive to?
Oh, honey, there's so many fun ones. There's two, how things grow, right? And how music can make us feel, because music has it has so much power. You can hear a song, you could be feeling so happy, and you can hear a song that might make you sad. And that just shows you the power of when you hear things, but especially the power that music holds. And how things grow is not just about, plants, right? Or animals. It's how we grow in our life and in our journey, So I think teaching kids little things like that become bigger things as they grow, and they'll hold on to that forever. So those are two of my favorite.
Okay. And then you talk about seeing children grow. You have your own two children. What is the biggest lesson that your own children have taught you?
That they are their own human, right? They're their own person and they are different. Just because they came from me doesn't mean I own them, right? They're their own person. And also they're very much so different, and that I have to respect that. I've been blessed to be their mom as their guide, but they have to go and live their life their way, and I have to be there for support. But I do not own them, but I can guide them and do my part. But they have definitely taught me how to also be easy on myself as a parent, right? As a parent, honey, ain't no blueprint. You ain't gonna get it right all the time. But you can learn from your children so much if you're open to listening and watching, observing, and receiving that. But they're the best gift ever. They're the
Uh,
best.
that's so beautiful. And you can see the authenticity in your social media platforms, your relationship with your family. I love the video of you and your mother-in-law dancing this past weekend. Like it's just so beautiful to see. But
Yeah.
you talk about um, your children, and you don't own them, but and the lessons that you learn as a parent. But what can parents take away from tab time? Do you think that the parents are also going to be engaged, or how do you think that that's going to play out?
Oh, absolutely. You know how your children be watching something, you be like, what they watching? You know, I think that when I say that I'm making a show for children, right? We all have a child that still lives inside of us. And so parents will watch as well. And I hope that they receive every message that their child receives. And I know that they'll take away that, you know what? I'm doing all right as a parent, right? And things that maybe have bothered them or made them feel like, they didn't understand how to talk about something with their child. Maybe they have a new takeaway of, you know what, I can talk about it this way, or I can show them in this way. We also do crafts on Tab Time. And sometimes when communication is hard for parents or for children, you can do it through a craft and still get the same message, right? So I'm hoping that they just learn a new way of seeing and listening and communicating. And I think they will. I believe in people, honey, and I also believe in parents, even when they don't believe in themselves. I believe that we're gonna be all right. So
And
yeah.
that's so amazing. I just have to ask you, like I said at the beginning, you are such a beacon of light. How do you maintain it? I mean, you're a best-selling author now. You've had your spice, you're a TikTok sensation, a wife, a mother. How do you balance it all?
You know, I feel like I was called to do this, right? And so it balances itself naturally because I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But the main thing I do is put myself first so I can show up full, right? I fill my cup first before anybody else so I can be the best mama and the best wife, the best career woman. But the best version of Tab starts with Tab. So every morning it starts with me. And I have to make sure that I'm good, honey, before I do anything. So
I
yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. And then I'll close with what do you hope that your legacy will be? We've seen, I feel like I've watched it in real time, your ascend to this amazing figure. Now everyone is experiencing your light. But what do you hope that your legacy is?
I really hope that my legacy was that I was enough, right? She was always enough. And that everyone felt like they had a friend in me. That's really my hope, that people felt loved by me, they felt seen by me. But most importantly, they felt like if they were alone, they knew they had Tab, they had a friend in me. So that's my
That's
hope.
that's so beautiful. And I thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. And best of luck. I know that your success will continue, but I really appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you.